Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Sarah and Gus, for having us out here. It's so nice just to just sink into this ever-present moment together. To just be. And it's so great to be here because any sense of wanting to be in control is totally obliterated by the beautiful natural sounds of life that we're surrounded by right now. So it's okay that the rooster is crowing and the children are ruffling leaves and the birds are chirping, and none of it is an interruption. It's all included in the boundlessness of this moment that really has no edge to it. So it's a moment really of merging with the unique expression of life that's here, that we perceive, and that we're always connected with. And it's just embracing that connection. Because really, spiritual practice is not something that needs to be compartmentalized as something apart from life as it is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with meditating behind closed doors, but we've all chosen to be here with the setting sun and with feet on the ground, feeling connected to the earth, enjoying the soft breeze. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful to be here. And to just open. To choose this posture of openness to this present moment exactly as it is. It's this beautiful natural flow. And so it can all just be welcomed. This beautiful orchestra in the auditory field, so dynamic, so alive, and so free. So free in its expression. And all of the sound, the barking, the crowing, the children's voices, the chirping of the birds, all of it is coming out of this all-inclusive borderless pool of silence. This silence that is the background, the backdrop, from which all sound comes out of and goes back to. I thought of it recently like sound is symbolized by a flying fish, and it comes out of this ocean from which it's hidden, and then as the fish flies into the air, it's perceived, it's seen, and then it goes back into the pool, back into the ocean, where it disappears. And so it is with sound. Just like flying fish. Even these words, each word is like a flying fish that is perceived so briefly and then disappears back into the silence. And it's the mind that perceives an interruption. But the beautiful thing is we don't have to view it in that way. The sound is not interrupting the silence from a certain point of view. It comes out of the silence and then goes right back to it. It's so beautiful, almost like a dance. A dance between the formless and the form. A dance between that which has a clear boundary to it and that which has no boundary, that which is boundaryless. And it's so wonderful to point to this subtlety of the silence that's always there. Because that silence is intrinsic to the awareness that you are, the awareness that we are. We are that formless essence, out of which we experience the form that is so easy to be enraptured by and focus on and get lost in. But nonetheless, as identified with the form of our life, the form of our experience as we may be, we can always find our way back to the formless nature that has no bounds, no boundary, and is therefore inherently free. It is this subtlety that is ever present as who we are. Hi there. We feel snagged by the form, and there's this understandable attachment to it, attachment or aversion. But take thought. We know that we are not our thoughts, and yet so quickly do we become identified with thought in a flash. We can become identified with thought, and likewise in a flash we can realize that we are not our thoughts. We are that which is aware of thought, of the thought form. And so it is with our feelings. We are not our feelings. We are that which is aware of our emotions. We are not the mind. We are that which is aware of the mind. We are not the body. We are that which is aware of the body. But it's not about escaping it or making form wrong. Because naturally, the form is included in the formless. The formlessness of who we are in our true nature. So the form is nothing to label as wrong or bad or something to ascend out of. It's something to be included, whether we want it to be included or not. And yet we don't have to stay stuck in form. And that's where the beauty of resting as the pure awareness is so liberating. It's the Shiva of pure awareness. That pristine openness. It's this open field of pure consciousness that illuminates all of it. And it's reflected in nature, in this physical universe. It's incredible. We look up at this vast blue Kansas sky, so open, so inclusive of all that is. Beautiful. It's this beautiful reflection of that Shiva aspect of our true nature, that pure awareness that is boundless, that is inherently free, that includes it all so naturally. And that's the interesting thing, because in reality, we're actually always including everything. But it doesn't feel like that because of our experience of being in resistance or a state of contraction, of not accepting ourselves or life as it is. It's that fear frequency that causes us to feel limited and divided from the whole, and causes us to feel separate from love. And we're never actually divided from all that is. All sense of division and separation is just of the mind. So we're always, in reality, this open field of wholeness that is including all that is. And that's what we're being welcomed into in this moment, is to perceive that natural openness that is always and already present as the essential posture of your being. And if there's resistance, that's okay. The resistance can be included. If there are frequencies of limitation, that's okay. See, they're already naturally included, which is why they're here. So in some ways, it's kind of a question of what are we identified with? Are we identified with the contraction? Or are we open to, can we be sensitive to the subtle openness of our awareness that is holding the contraction that may be there, the contraction in our nervous system? But we yearn for serenity, we yearn for tranquility, we yearn for rest, we yearn for a sense of being settled and feeling safe. We yearn for all of these things, of course, because that is our true nature. So it's about allowing the contraction, allowing the discordant frequencies in the nervous system. It's the light of awareness that illuminates that sense of discordance or contraction or fear frequency. It's that light of awareness that illuminates the thought forms, the belief systems, the sense of limitation or separation, the sense that things aren't quite right, or things are off, or things aren't as they should be. It's that light of awareness that illuminates all of that. And then it's our true essential nature as love that includes it. And it's really just as simple as that. This journey towards realizing the wholeness that we already are is simply about illumination and inclusion. Illumination and inclusion. Noticing what's going on in this moment and allowing it. And in the unfolding here, there's been this seeing of how habituated I've been to the belief that I need to fix and change this moment. I need to make it better. You know, I'm not vibrating high enough. You know, it's like I've experienced bliss and this ain't it. So this moment needs to change. This needs to be different. There's something wrong here. There's something wrong with me, or there's something wrong with my life and the way that things have unfolded. It's all of the mind. And there's been such relief in realizing that this belief in needing to fix or change myself or the moment as it is, that can be let go of. I don't need to remain habituated in this way of relating to what is, believing it needs to be different. It doesn't need to be different. Nothing needs to be fixed or changed in this moment. The discordant frequencies can just be there. The thought forms can be there. The sounds in this environment can be there. You know, I've realized how much of a control freak I am. Wanting to control so much. Wanting to be in control of how my experience is. Wanting to be in control of how I'm perceived by others. So much insecurity in the relational field that has been faced here. Which is why, again, I'm so thankful that Sarah invited me to do another meditation and that we're all here in this moment. Because other people's thoughts and opinions really don't matter. You know? So there was so much fear leading up to guiding this meditation when Sarah asked me on Wednesday. So much fear. It's like, oh no. Because there's been so much insecurity here in social situations. And life unfolds in such a beautiful way because the recurring theme that's just unfolded naturally is just be real. Just be yourself. And that came from various sources. You know, because there is this yearning to welcome others into the higher frequencies that have been experienced here while sitting at the ESU trails, or while lying in bed holding on to Garfield here, or whatever, you know? Getting in touch with the beautiful frequencies of love, of the open heart. And it's been incredible, because in solitude there has been this experience of really feeling connected to humanity, to the collective. You know, I have a daughter in Brazil who's 2.5 years old, and when these frequencies of love that emanate from the heart are experienced consciously, it's been this beautiful revelation that we're all connected. My daughter may be south of the equator, but we're connected in that frequency of love. Her body need not be physically in close proximity to mine to feel that love, to feel that connection with her beautiful, pure heart. And as the sense of separation and the sense of loneliness and those frequencies of discordance have over time been allowed to be there, what's discovered is that the fog of separation clears. And it's like what has been spoken about today. It's just this wide open field that is totally unified with itself, that all of us are a part of. And so it's so wonderful to share this space together. And yet, when we're not in physical proximity, when we tune into these frequencies that are discovered within, this inner revelation of love, this inner revelation of divine orchestration, and, you know, when you just feel aligned, you know, and you're just like in the right time, at the right place, with the right people, talking about the right things, it's just like, wow. The synchronicities, the signs, the symbols, they're all there, they're all being experienced. It's just beautiful. And it's like that's what we're yearning for. And if another person is there in that same frequency, understanding it, oh, it's so wonderful. But if they're not, that's okay. So again, it's about letting go of control. Letting go of this idea that people need to be a particular way, or that I need to be perceived in a particular way in order to feel validated. Because I am a recovering people pleaser. And I mistook fear for love for a very long time. Very long time. And so I viewed guiding this meditation today as just this beautiful opportunity to face the self-judgment, because that's really what it is. It's not about what others think about me.
Mom, Grandpa peed in her diaper. And now her costume's all wet.
It's okay.
Thank you for telling me, big girls. That's very nice of you to come and tell me.
So thank you all for for being here. And you know, the unfolding here was done in solitude for so many years, and I didn't think that the unfolding here would include so many others, you know? But the more I've just embraced what feels genuine and authentic and real and honest for myself, the more that like kindred spirits have just come out of the woodwork. And I read on a chocolate wrapper recently, well, earlier this last year, your vibe attracts your tribe. And that's essentially been the experience here. So, appreciate y'all hearing me ramble on, and I hope it has been supportive to your journey. And it's just so wonderful to like choose to just be, you know, just being together. Yeah, it's just so wonderful. It's so wonderful. There is so much control. It's just like that, you know. Hi there.